welcome everybody to the Fifth House Ensemble's weekly Colortunes live stream. We are so excited to be here with our Fresh Ink Festival and participants from that learning program. But also this week, we are so excited to be partnering with the Racine Public Library to bring you this week's edition of Colortunes. So I'd like to introduce everyone who's here with us on the stream, starting with myself. I'm Alex Gooden, and I play double bass with Fifth House Ensemble. We also have Hareen, who
Hi,
plays
everyone.
solo for the group. Hareen, what color are you feeling today?
I am feeling deep purple today. How about
Mmm,
you, Alex?
so toasty. I'm feeling lime green because I'm pumped. I'm excited to be here with you all.
Awesome.
So, from the Racine Public Library, we have with us Carrie, the Youth Services Librarian. Carrie, what color are you feeling today?
Like a bright yellow orange. I've got a lot of things that I'm trying to keep track of at once.
Yeah, very active. There's a lot happening right now. And not only are we joined by Carrie, but we also have three of our participants in the Fresh Ink Ensemble who I will introduce to you now. So we have Alexa. Alexa, what instrument do you play and what color are you feeling?
Alex. So I'm Alexa. I play the flute, and today I'm feeling a nice light pink.
Ah, wonderful. Thank you, Alexa. We also have Ava. Ava, what's your instrument and color?
Hello everyone, my name is Ava and I play violin. Today I think I'm feeling blue, light blue because the sky is very sunny and beautiful.
Wonderful. Ava, would you mind playing a glissando for us? Wow, that's the sound I don't get to hear very often, but it sure is fun.
It's really cool.
Lastly, we have Emmy. Emmy, what's your instrument and color?
Hi everyone. My instrument is the trombone. And today I'm feeling turquoise, like the ocean in the Caribbean, and I'm dreaming of going swimming.
Oh,
Oh, I love it.
sounds so relaxing. Emmy, what does a glissando sound like on the trombone?
All right, so we have this big slide on the trombone, and we can do lots of glissandos.
Wonderful. Now, for our live stream audience, if you're tuning into this, feel free to enter in the chat what color you are feeling today and if you've played any instruments. So far, we have Melissa, who is deep purple, and Isabel, who's light blue. So welcome to everyone who's tuning into our live stream. We're so glad you're here with us. Feel free to chime in with your color.
I would love to hear what Emmy's piece was that she played at the very beginning of our stream today.
Oh yeah, so that piece was Don't Get Around Much Anymore. It's an old-time jazz tune.
That was so nice. It just had me like tapping my toes right away and swinging. And we've never had a trombone on Colortunes before, so this is extra special for us. I think we've only had a violin once, and it was a couple weeks ago. So this is really super fun. It's a great day for us. And flute we've seen once or twice, but we can always use more flute. So thank you to the three of us. I have a quick question. Alexa, how would you play a glissando? What would that sound like on your instrument?
Yeah, so my glissandos sound a little bit different, but I kind of fake it by playing the notes as fast as possible in order. So that might sound something like.
That's so cool. Actually, I'm really glad you did that because the first time we ever heard the word glissando on Colortunes was a few weeks ago when we had Miss Leela, the harpist, join us. And a harp has all individual strings, so actually the harp and the flute sounded kind of similar that way because you could hear each individual note do 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 as it went up and down, right? But when the trombone and the violin do it, they don't have anything that causes a break in the sound, which is why you hear that swooping sound. Could one of you do that one more time? Ava, could you do it again? Ex- Exactly. And that's because there are no frets on the violin, no little lines that prevent a stop in the sound. And the same with the cello, which I play and you guys have seen quite a few times if you're a regular for Color Tunes. It would be exactly the same thing and it would just go straight up and down. So, in that sense, the trombone and the violin and the cello all have in common that they can play a glissando with no breaks in the sound. And then the flute and the harp, which we saw before, have in common that they do have those little breaks in the glissando, but it's still a really cool effect. So, Alexa, maybe you could tell us more about how that's going to happen today.
Yeah, definitely. So our book today is an elephant and piggy book called There Is a Bird on Your Head. Now, in this book, there's three sort of characters, obviously elephant and piggy and the bird. And this book also has lots of different questions and answers. One thing that's really cool about questions and answers is that when we're speaking them, our tone goes up or our tone goes down. So if I'm saying a question, my tone go up, like, what did you say? And if I'm saying an answer, my tone might go down like, I said hello. And so what we're going to do for you today is you can listen for lots of different ups and downs in those glissandos. Glissandos go up and down, melodies go up and down. So when you hear the music go up, it's asking a question. The music go down is doing an answer.
That's awesome. Well, thank you. I think Ava has a little activity for us to try out.
Oh yeah, so let's do a small practice now that we know what does an answer and question mean and sound in music. And let's listen to the sounds and with them raise our hands and arms up and down. So in a way that makes us really relax and enjoy, let's just enjoy this motion and really swing and our arms with the sound. Wonderful. Thank you, Emmy.
So cool. That's a lot of fun. Also, it's nice to get exercise on Color Tunes sometimes. Thanks, you guys. So, there are a lot of questions and answers in this book, as Alexa said, and I think Emmy is going to share the graphic score that she made up about a character in this book today. And we're going to talk a little bit about how that works for her character.
Yeah, thank you. So, my character in this book is the elephant, and his name is Gerald. So, the first part of my score that's kind of angular up and down was just what I imagined Gerald hanging out his elephant essence, and that kind of sounds like this. All right, now the next part that looks like a big squiggly tornado type thing is Gerald's confusion, because you'll hear in the book, but these birds keep landing on his head and he doesn't know why, so he's really confused. So that part I imagine sounding like this. Okay, and then the next part that has the lines like swooping upwards. We were talked a lot about questions and answers, and my character Gerald, I don't think he gives any answers. He's always asking questions, and he gets more and more upset with his questions and animated. So those sound like this. So that is my graphic score.
That is so cool. I love it. I think I would love to put this in the chat. I'm wondering, I'm wondering what about the trombone sound reminds people of an elephant. And if anyone wants to type in the chat for us what they think, our viewers out there watching us, why do you think the trombone and Gerald, the character, go together so well? Feel free to give us some responses. That would be awesome. Thank you, Emmy. That is so cool, and I can't wait to hear the score when we play when you play during our read through. Let's go on to Ava.
So, in my score, as you can see, I use three main colors. The green and type of like bluish color is representative of the elephant. And the middle section that is in that beautiful pink is the piggy. Today, I will be the piggy with my violin for you. And those flashy small orange parts that you see are the birds. So the reason that I use that round shape and the color pink is because poor Piggy, he really wants to be helpful, friendly, and lovely in the story. So that's why I chose those colors, and it's going to sound like this.
Oh, that's so pretty. And I could totally hear Piggy sounding like that. We actually have a minute, so I'd actually love it if you could play the other parts of your score for us as well, so we can kind of have a chance to listen to that and hear your interpretation.
So the first part that you see, the green part that goes up, I actually wanted to use glissando for sound of elephant. So, and when he calms down, and the other part, the birds,
That is so cute and cool. Now, what about that blue part? What is that?
so that's kind of the conflict when the elephant kind of freaks out about the
Okay.
birds on top of his head. So, yeah, it can sound like.
Wow. Very, very cool. So it may be that you might support some of these other roles today during the story, but we know that when we hear the violin, most of the time, Ava's going to be representing that little pink section that's in the middle of her score. Awesome. Thank you. Let's hear Alexa's music. Oh, wow, this is very cool looking. All of you had such interesting and very different scores today, and I'm just really loving the way they all came out.
Yeah, so this is my score. I'm going to be playing the birds in this story. And now, while there's only one piggy and there's only one elephant, there's a lot of different birds as you'll come to meet them in the story. And so I kind of wanted to give each of those birds their own voice and their own personality, which is why there's so many different colors and they're all going different directions and so many different shapes. But overall, the birds are just sort of there. They're kind of doing their own thing and they're not super aware of what's going on with Elephant and Piggy. So this is just the life of the birds.
Very cool. And can you play a little bit of that for us so we can hear it? Awesome. Wow, these are really, really cool. Miss Carrie, what do you think about these scores?
I think I love the variety of them. I like the way they represent the different characters. The different characters in the book have such different personalities. So seeing that with a variety of colors and shapes, I think really shows some of the variety of feelings that we have in the book.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's really awesome to see all these different colors and all these different gestures come together. And now remember, every one of our characters is going to have, well, Piggy and Elephant are going to have questions and answers. So they're going to have gestures that go up, where the notes go up, like we just did the little swinging arms exercise, and notes that go down for answers. And then remember, the birds, fly up and down, right? Back and forth from their nest. And then there are more and more of them. So we're going to hear them go up and down too. So make sure as you're listening to the story that you're also listening for those things. And if you feel so moved, you can move along with me and Mr. Alex. We're probably going to be doing this. And I see that Austin says the elephant is big and the trombone has a big sound. And Austin is absolutely right. The trombone has a very big sound, and the trombone has the ability to play very low, right? And also the trombone has the ability to make a sound that kind of sounds like an elephant. Like it has that sound that an elephant can make. I mean, could you, with our readers and our listeners listening for that sound, could you do your best version of an elephant trumpet sound? Or a trombone sound. And they say an elephant trumpeting, but really I think it's an elephant tromboning.
Let me give that a try. Let's see.
Cool. I like that. Very nice. Okay, well, I think we are just about ready to start our story here. And I'm so excited. We have this beautiful copy of There Is a Bird on Your Head. Actually, the copy that I have that you guys can see on your screen was actually autographed by Mr. Mo Willems. So you see he did a little picture over on the left side of Piggy, and he has his signature, which says Mo, which is so cool. All right, Miss Carrie, whenever you're ready, you can take it away for us.
All right. There Is a Bird on Your Head by Mo Willems. Piggy? Is something on my head? Yes. There is a bird on your head. There is a bird on my head? Is there a bird on my head now? No. Now there are two birds on your head. What are two birds doing on my head? They are in love. The birds on my head are in love? They are lovebirds. Lovebirds. You know that they are lovebirds. They're making a nest. Two birds are making a nest on my head. Why would two birds make a nest on my head? I'm afraid to ask. Do I have an egg on my head? One, two, three. 3 eggs on your head. I do not want 3 eggs on my head. Then I have good news. The eggs are gone? The eggs are hatching. Hatching? The eggs on my head are hatching? They have hatched. Now I have 3 baby chicks on my head. And 2 birds. And a nest. I do not want 3 baby chicks, 2 birds, and a nest on my head. Where do you want them? Somewhere else! Why not ask them to go somewhere else? Ask them? Ask them. Okay, I will try asking. Excuse me, birds. Will you please go somewhere else? No problem. It worked! Now there are no birds on my head. Thank you, Piggy. Thank you very much. You are welcome.
Awesome job, everybody. Let's give you guys a round of applause. Thank you, Miss Carrie, for your wonderful narration of the story. What a treat to have a librarian read to us this week. And to Emmy for being Gerald, and to Ava for being Piggy, and to Alexa for being the birds for us. You guys all really captured those characters in all the different ways. So thank you. How did that feel to everybody? What did you guys think playing through your graphic score versions of this of these characters?
I loved it. It was so exciting, and it was so amazing to hear other parts as well, and kind of like answer and question them as well. It was wonderful.
Awesome, yeah. Miss Carrie, what were your thoughts about all of this? Have you ever read with musicians underscoring you in real time?
Not other musicians.
Yeah, I know you actually sing, and you write music as well. So you're not in that capacity here for us today, but like I know you have a lot of experience with that. So tell us what that's like, how it's different for you.
Well, when the library is open, we have Tuesday night musical family story time, where we come in and you guys can play musical instruments, and we do books that the stories are based on songs, and sometimes we sing a lot of songs. We also have a preschool dance party where it's all music all the time.
Amazing.
But it really, really helps, especially when we have stories like a picture book based on the wheels on the bus or Over in the Meadow. The words and the music just go together really, really well. I think it makes both of them a little bit better than they would be apart.
Yeah, we totally agree. And we're so thrilled and appreciative that you came and joined us on this little adventure with Elephant and Piggy today. Thank you, everybody, so much. Next week, we have a really special treat. I have a picture of the cover of our book next week. Oops, there we go. Whoops, this way. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it is the cover of a book that Emmy Rosansky, who's playing trombone today, actually wrote and illustrated herself. So, Emmy, can you tell us a little bit about your book? Because it's going to be our featured book for Colortunes next week.
Sure. I'm really excited to have my book featured next week. It's called Mr. Fitch Joins the Band, and it's about a really crabby old man, and he just sits on his porch and kind of like shakes his fist at everybody who comes by. And then he ends up discovering music, and he finds a community and friends through music. And I won't give away the ending, but it's about his journey.
Emmy sent me this book and I read it and I just thought it was so perfect for Colortunes. So we can't wait to share it with you all next week. And so Emmy will be back, even though it won't be Fresh Ink anymore. She's going to come back for an extra week of Colortunes to do that show with us. I would love for Ava to go ahead and send us off with one more piece, and we will be posting Emmy's book for everyone to read and do graphic scores inspired by Mr. Fitch Joins the Band. So we'll be sending that out very, very shortly. Look out for it on our website. And if you would like to start sending us scores to anything that's been inspiring you or Mr. Fitch when you have a chance to read it, please send them to storytime at fifth-house.com. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you to all my friends on screen and off screen. We really appreciate you all being here. And Ava, what are you going to play for us?
So I chose to play a theme by Mozart from one of his quintets.
Oh, lovely. Thank you. So beautiful. Thank you. We'll see everybody next week. Thank you, Miss Carrie. Thanks all the musicians.